All right, welcome everyone. Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Skip Beat, episode 14.
Kyoko, you seem to have an idea, but what are you going to do? Because they stole your idea. So,
Yeah. You've got the fire lit within you now. Every time someone does something to piss you off, you get like...
That's when you unlock your true power.
This power within you, this aura emanates off of like... I'm going to destroy them.
So how
I'm going to win.
Exactly.
Nothing can stop me.
So how are you going to out product placement your competition? Because just because the director knows that it was your idea, that's not going to give you a pass.
By probably doing something specifically that's like along the lines of the idea of sharing the drink. But the thing is that because they've done that and because he knows that they were like going to do that and it was stolen from, I almost think in some ways you have to do something like completely different. You have to do something that doesn't even involve the product in some ways, but you get at the idea that like the best advertisements are a story, like just a really heartfelt story that has like nothing to do it, and then you're like, and this is a Tide ad, you know, like you know what I mean?
There are a lot of those ads nowadays where it's like, how does this tie into the product?
It's like it doesn't. It's just a thing for a really good emotional memory
to just get your attention, basically,
so that that's what all advertisements are. So the best thing that they could maybe do is just tell a heartfelt story. And then just communicate the emotion of it. Like, when I think of what would make a great, compelling thing in that regard, you just let the whole thing be gone and be like, nope, we're just going to act. We're just going to show that we're the better actors.
Ah, yes, Kyoko will show that she's the best actor.
I mean, that's the thing, though, right?
I don't know.
That's the thing. You're going to have to try something. You can lean on Kanai. Kanai is a better actress.
What I think Kyoko's going to demonstrate here is that because they're taking her idea, they're not iterating or improving on it, but because she was the one with the ingenuity and the creative problem solving, even though they stole her idea, that just means that she's going to be like, okay, we can't do that, so I'm going to come up with some way to do it better, to like one-up herself.
Sure, that would be cool too. But yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. It really sucks though when someone does the exact same thing that you wanted to do, or tells like the exact same joke.
Yep.
And it really is a coincidence. Like,
oh sure, yeah. Like, one of the things that would grind my gears the most is I would tell someone about this cool story idea that I had, and then they'd be like, oh, so it's like this, you know, like reference some other story. I'm like, God damn it! And now I can't think it's cool because I know that it's already been done.
Well, that's the thing. Every story's been done.
Exactly.
But it's the, you know.
You gotta make it your own.
Yeah,
so,
your own.
Kyoko, how will you make this your own?
Alright, where's that fire?
Mate.
Yep.
Alright.
Just follow my lead. And of course, they're all worried, like, but they just did that. Like,
yeah, what are you gonna do exactly?
She's gonna take it and throw it in her face.
Perfect for getting revenge on that.
What's the Jeep ad where the girl's like, you thought you're so in love with your Jeep, and then she like says, send it, and then they like send it over this dune. It lands completely intact, then falls to the side, and she's just like going, motherfucker!
With proper suspension. And
right, exactly. It's the like, this truck is so tough, you know, that even when you're
great.
When you're pissed off X, because, you know, whatever, the truck will survive, you know?
Yeah, I like it.
I just remember the acting of the lady, like, screaming for the truck to get destroyed. Right. Her acting was incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she channeled the perfect energy, like, setting up the camera and being like, you know.
Because, see, that's the other thing. If you can't do a heartfelt story, make them
do
laugh.
A memorable one.
Yeah, exactly. It can evoke an emotion. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a complicated emotion.
right, exactly. The secret stamp album. Cool. So they had some time to confer with each other and to set up everything.
Okay.
Oh.
Bottle versus canned.
Oh. Yeah. Just follow my lead. I've got
Nothing more
this.
terrifying.
Yeah.
The little music box. Can I truly rely on her? Okay. What you got, Kyoko?
Yes! Yes!
Oh my
Yes!
god. I love it.
How is she supposed to follow that, though?
Yeah. Oh, no. No, it's to set up how the new product is better.
Yeah. Just pissing me off.
No, she's just channeling her own desire for revenge.
Yeah, exactly. Shit. How much time is passing?
Yeah.
What?
What?
She shook it up on purpose.
Wait.
Wait. Huh? Okay, so they have their,
right.
like, corny, goofy moment. Enjoying themselves.
Okay.
Wow, the only one not laughing.
Yeah, alright. But why would you waste such an incredible drink?
No, it doesn't matter about the drink.
Right.
Story. Nice. I mean, there's a lot
That
of
was
dead
solid.
time, but
A lot of dead time.
But again, you know, anime time fluid.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sure sucks when someone copies you, doesn't it?
But yeah, theirs was way more heartfelt.
Yeah. Upstaged you.
Right, and that's Kanai's acting as well. Like,
Yeah.
Yep, the one who can really act got to shine here. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, damn.
ネタも固まってないようでしたし、一時はどうなるかと思いましたが、しっかり二人の気持ちに共感しちまって、一緒にホッとしてしまったよ。あのショートヘアの子も意外と演技うまかった。
Right, we didn't expect much out of her, did we?
Right.
ことなみかないには及ばないが、なかなかの実力者なのでは？
Right.
中の実力者。ほんの一瞬で新しいネタを組み立てられる人間。
Yeah.
あの時。
But better than not
決
knowing,
まって
yeah.
ないなら気の毒だが、ラストの組が終わるまでにネタを考えておいてくれ。そういう。
Nice.
うちの商品を粗末にしたのはけしからんが、あれを CM でやるわけでもなし。
あの子が予備のキュララを取りに来た時はびっくりしましたよ。
Yeah, I knew it.
始めたもんで、缶とペットボトル両方いるって言ってましたから、全部計算の上だったんですね。
確かな存在を感じるの。気のせいなんかじゃないわ。二人の間に芽生えつつ。
Yeah.
そうだってば。
Back. あ。
知らないって言ってるでしょ。そんなくだらないこと言ってる場合、オーディションの結果発表されるのよ。
は。
さんは絶対受かるわ。
この二人で決定ということでよろしいですね。
私一人じゃないわ。
Oh.
皆さんにお知らせしてきます。
Oh.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
詳細は追ってお伝えします。
Yeah.
気をつけて帰って
You
くださ
got
い
the
ね。
job.
待って。
許さない
Oh.
一度ならず二度までもこの私にありがとう
Yeah, now she's coming off with
私に当てつけた上での計画的犯
with, you know, real fire, like
Yeah.
済むと思ってんじゃないわよ
Money isn't a skill.
Batman's like, excuse me.
しかもモーコさんと一緒
I spend it better than anyone.
Yeah.
何だったの監督の話。
第二課題で使ったキュララについて聞かれたの。ペットボトルが缶ほど中身が飛び出ないのかとか。
Oh, like
そうよ。
little tiny details like that.
キュララが逆だったらあの流れにはならなかったはず。モーコさんだって知ってるよね。炭酸のペットボトルだとああなる。計算してたの？全部。あの一瞬でどうに油断ならない。モーコさん。
Yeah.
Yeah.
追い詰められたら逃げるだけなんて悔しいじゃん。
Maybe it's gonna be something where
ひょっとしたら
she's someone that he'd want maybe as like a oh damn. Like a director's assistant, you know, like someone
Yeah.
that would be more behind the camera.
私は初めてよ。女友達と
Just like general jack of all trades.
Well, maybe also someone that like helps the production vision and stuff.
私と似
What
て
the
る。
What? Who,
What?
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 身も心も好きだらけね。
そのようです。
Oh.
段取りは分かってるわね。
Oh my gosh.
波かないにぶつかり
Okay.
慰謝料払えとか
払えないといえば全治1ヶ月の怪我を負わせ
What?
なんでも怪我したら CM 出演は無理。
Oh, you go for that scam and then
All
you
right.
actually assault her? Why not? Why go through all that trouble?
Yeah. Just actually just beat the shit out of her.
Amazing.
Oh my god, yes.
Yes.
I love it.
It's a Yakuza. Oh! They're doing
Yeah,
the same
uh-huh.
scam! Yes!
I love it.
Oh my gosh, yes.
ほらこの服かわいい。
Oh my god, Team Rocket.
Yeah.
Here we go.
そうかしら。この方が似合うよって言ってくんなくちゃ。
I refuse to play along with your games.
会話でしょ？
We're not friends.
Yeah.
どこで聞いたのよ。
Oh, she didn't deny the friendship. Yeah.
Oh.
上っ面だけの付き合いよ。
No, Kyoko can't pretend anything.
他人の陰口ばっか。だから私は他人と群れるのなんて。
モーコさん。陰口ばっかり。
Oh, man.
ずっと特別仲のいい友達。
Oh.
何よ、悪い
No, yeah.
これで名実ともに私がモーコさんの親友第1号でしょ。
Yeah, you really played yourself there, can I?
Right.
が親友よ。勝手に決めつけないでよ。友達記念でおごり。
Okay, she bought you ice cream. Like,
Yeah,
that's,
like mint
you guys
chocolate
are at the
chip,
very
no
least
less.
somewhat friends now.
Uh-huh. And you don't need to worry about her betraying you. There's one person that has all her ire, and it's not you.
どこかの帰りに友達とってシチュエーションで。
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll bet.
油断のならない子だって警戒はしても、これまでみたいに強く突き放す気にはなれなかった。美味しかったね。アイスクリーム。次、あっち行ってみよう。
She already ate it.
Oh my god.
悔しいほどうまかったわ。
That's fantastic.
美容に悪いって言うのに。
No, that's not why. Yeah.
I love that as a little detail.
She enjoyed it so much it just
Yeah.
happened. Yeah.
大好きな人ほど美味しいものをもっと美味しくさせちゃう。不思議な魔法。じゃあまるで愛の告白じゃん。
Oh my god.
What?
Yes. Incredible.
That's the best you could come up with?
ことなみかなえ。
She like dropped it from above or something.
Yeah.
記事で済むと思い。
実力で叶わないから暴力ってわけ。結局そう
Yep.
なのね。
Just up the destruction.
それがあなたの実力を伸ばしきれない原因だってどうしてわからないの？
Just look
Yeah.
reality in the face. Yeah.
Right.
打つ手がないって思うほどもがいたことはある。
If you used half this effort to actually improve.
決して倒れて泥だらけになったりしない。のどかで綺麗な世界に立ってるの。
Yeah, you have the audacity
Right.
to be jealous of me.
初めっから勝負する気にもなれないわ。
So get lost.
そこから降りて少しは泥にまみれなさい。そうしたら
Damn. Rung her bell.
ライバルと認め
Maybe. Damn. Destroyed her, inspired her, left her wanting more.
なきゃよかったって必ず後悔させてやる。
Baka.
Yeah.
It's not like I respect you or anything.
I'm gonna act so much better now.
待ってるわ。
叶えたい夢があるのなら泥だらけになっても
Who are you talking to, can I?
かっこよかった。あんなの誰かさんの受け売りでしょ。
Right. Yeah.
私をなんじゃない。
Because you're so good at, like, conveying, feeling through things if you actually put your heart into it. Yeah.
認めたくなくなるけど。それ
Right.
ってすごく親友っぽいじゃない。
あんた今日私の親友第1号に
Yeah.
ちょっと。
Yeah. We'll give it our best.
この子がいなければ私はや
That's
っぱり
practically a look of fondness.
In her goofy ass pink outfit. Yeah.
確かに動き出した。
Oh,
That's really sweet.
That's okay. All
That's
right.
adorable.
Yeah.
頼れる
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, partner.
Oh my gosh, the actual commercial.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yes, because of course.
What? No way this is the commercial.
撮ったんだ。それもラブミーブコ
No, okay.
Yeah.
養成所で仲良しになったの。
養成所
LME の俳優養成所。
Yeah, because she has been applying herself. She's been trying hard.
Really? It's like, well, that's some
He's like, dedication. All
I
right.
respect
All
that.
right.
Yeah.
鶴子さんも来てたの？
Yes, he was.
おじい様が誘ったの。お昼ご飯の間だけだったけど。そっか。
CM の仕事取れたって報告しなくてもよくなったんだ。
Yeah, but he saw you.
私は会いたかったわけじゃないんだから。もう何してんの？
Ah! Come on.
Oh no. Do you maybe like him?
あんたそんなに制服脱ぐのが嫌なの？そんなんじゃ。
Switch back into your pink tracksuit.
CM で制服着るってわ。
Oh
ロケで借りた学校で一人
Oh
学生
my
が
god.
my god. I can absolutely see her doing that.
Uh-huh.
別に制服が好きなわけじゃないのよ。学校へ行ってないの。
Uh-huh.
なんでかは言いたがらないけどね。ごく普通の高校生活に。
Right, the life that she gave up for some, stuck-up douchebag.
Yep.
女子高生気分味わえて楽しかったよ。ありがとう。
Thanks to the uniform. Yeah.
明日から気合い入れていくぞ。
Wait, you haven't been already?
Oh.
Awesome. That was great. Really sweet.
All right, the commercial is theirs. They got it.
Yep.
We got her splashing Kanai in the face.
Yep.
Moko-san in the face.
And I love that that's also how Kyoko got around her own inability to act, because she genuinely was like, wait, this will be so funny because I have never seen her break like this. I've never seen her get flustered. So I am going to actually prank her as a part of the bit. So
Yeah.
that way I'll just be laughing and having a great time, and then she'll carry like the heart and the depth of it.
Yeah, exactly. And having Kyoko realize that she can't really get by this with her acting, but she also knows how much Moko wants to be set up to, like, beat Koenji here.
Right.
Just worked really well. But
Yep.
yeah, having the whole thing end up with them kind of reconciling after the silliness of the whole event, I thought was corny. But now that I think about it, most advertisements that do any kind of, this product helped us become better friends,
Right.
is already corny as hell.
Oh, yeah.
So the sit sitcom nature of
Yeah,
it,
leaning into it
actually
even
being
more.
leaned into is not bad.
Well, and especially once you put into like the production side of things and everything, where it's like, yes, they're frolicking in a field of flowers and all that stuff with the sun
right.
shining and all that.
Well, right. They did some kind of very distant variant of what they did, but
Mm-hmm.
in a lot of ways, yeah, the application of this idea for the commercial is a cool one. But just the idea that she came up with it so quickly is what's so impressive, right?
And I love
Yeah.
that the director was like, we see that insight where no, he's not gonna like the shenanigans that are happening in this show are truly ridiculous, right?
Yes,
Any
absolutely.
industry professional is not gonna be like, yes, now you must, whatever, hoobity ha. No, he's like, then you'll just go last then, right? Wait your turn and hope you can figure something out by then, right?
Yeah.
Like, there you go. But nope,
all you
because they're panicking so much, right? And because Kyoko was actually able to think of something, hey, they were able to impress him even more. Awesome.
Right, and the way that they leaned into that by just making it so clear that there was no rehearsal or anything like that.
Nope.
They spent all their time just thinking about this.
Yep.
And then grabbed the bottle and the can, shook them both up, which I love yes, if you open up a bottle
There's
and
the cap.
you don't open it up like quick enough, it doesn't really matter how quick you do it. Most of it, the pressure is going to be,
Sent down.
bounced back down underneath the cap there.
Yep.
Whereas the can, it's immediately open. There's nothing,
Exactly.
blocking it.
Yeah.
Worked really well. However, you're not usually capable of predicting which angle it's going to erupt out of the can unless you like perfectly open it up and you like shake it up to immense levels.
Yep.
So it's usually more of like a shotgun blast or it's like a like completely off,
I like to
course.
think that Kyoko would have had a lot of practice. I don't know why, but
Why?
but just
Why?
that
makes no
But I like
sense.
to think that this is just something that she did. I don't know, but yeah, like theoretically, if you open the can
effigy
partway,
of the effigy
you know,
of Shoji's like, oh,
yeah. Right, I know. But the whole thing of like if you open the can partway, then it's like a smaller opening, and so then it's more like pressurized.
except for her, it's probably like beer, and she's just like, show, fuck you.
No, all right. Here's what I think it was.
That's what it would be.
Is that no? That was the like kicking her while she's down, where like she's
sure.
like depressed and everything because of what happened, and then she goes to like get a drink and it just explodes in her face, and she's like, God damn it, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just the universe.
Why can't anything be right?
Yeah,
Like,
right. And then she goes, but then with the bottle, it does the whole, I don't know. But
yeah, maybe.
yeah.
But I love that this showcased her her talents specifically, which aren't really in acting, but in the ability to think off kilter and off the wall in the
Exactly.
moment.
Yep.
But also in her tenacity to not give up.
Right.
Part of the characterization for her interactions with Ren and her is that Ren has not until more recently, not had very high opinions of her. But
Right.
more recently, he's been seeing her dedication. He's been seeing her hard work and is like, oh,
there might actually be something to her. Like,
well,
it's not.
I'm like actually kind of impressed too. Like,
Right.
like because he knows she did not come from the
Exactly.
acting pedigree. She did not get the trip to the U.S. and do all
Nope.
these other classes and everything.
Exactly. So the fact that she's actually sticking to it and not just going for the, well, I want to do this because, I have a revenge fantasy or
even
whatever.
because I have talent in this area and thus I'm following it. No, if anything, she has kind of a.
It makes it scrappier.
It makes it harder because her specific shtick is that her passion is actually so one note. She can't act very specific things.
Right.
So if anything, it's you can, anybody can get to this stage if they're willing to put in the grueling hours. But are you actually willing to do that, Kyoko? I don't know if you are. Oh,
Yeah.
you are doing classes. Oh, you are doing this. Oh,
And you're actually
okay, well, you're doing something. That's notable.
and with her level of or with her lack of competence, like supreme lack of competence in this field, to be able to impress under any circumstances industry professionals.
Right.
When the people who are putting in the grueling hours and all that stuff are, wishing upon a star practically.
Right.
That is really damn impressive.
It's really damn impressive, and it's also something where your gimmicks are less likely to carry you any further. You're being sat in front of a board of people who are all professionals in their own right,
Yep.
but also then the artist, the director, the one who's actually going to be assembling the team and coordinating all this to make the art, can look at you and probably immediately tell, oh, I know exactly.
What you're doing.
Well, no, I know exactly what you're capable of.
Oh, sure.
So I can measure you properly. I'm not gonna get tricked necessarily.
No, that's a
and
good
so
point.
the idea that he's like, oh, okay, clearly, Moko-san Kanai is the actress of the two of you.
Yeah.
Like she's got the chops. Like,
Yep.
But you've
got
clever.
something.
You've
Yeah.
got something, yeah. And you didn't not act, like
Right,
you
exactly.
You did show emotion in a way
Right.
that was convincing to set up
Right.
Moko to have the better lines and the better moment.
Yeah, and that's why I think her gimmicking her way through these tests is still really impressive.
Yeah.
From the showcasing that she can develop the skills needed quickly.
Right.
Because even if you come up with this idea, right, being able to actually perform that at the drop of a hat when you don't have acting a bit like talent or skills or experience, that's still crazy.
That's still pretty good, yeah.
You're in a very high pressure situation and everything, and you're able to basically just not think about the fact that some very important people are watching you right now.
And
if you
usually-
fail this, it's over.
Yeah, usually the ability to do something on reflex like that means that you've practiced it.
Right.
But this is the opposite. She has not practiced this, so
Exactly.
therefore it's more impressive. Like,
Yep.
I had one point where I was at a summer job, and someone came up to me, and they were kind of sketch, but they were like, you look really close to Aaron Paul,
Oh yeah.
the side actor from like Breaking Bad and a whole bunch of
Yep.
other stuff. And I was like, oh, cool, thank you. And he was like, could you read this for me? And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, this paper here.
Okay.
And I was like, read this? And I'm like, is this like a script? And he's like, well, it's a scene basically, and I just want you to read this guy's lines and act like you're like you're a drug dealer that's trying to like hide that you're a drug dealer or what have you. And I was like, and I just froze up. I was like, I don't know,
Right, because like that's probably the thing about that person that seems the sketchiest is why the flip would they think that
he was an actual like talent scout specifically and was like, oh, okay, well, have a good day, and then just moved on.
Huh.
And I was like, what?
That's-
What just happened there?
That's wild. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's that like, yeah, it was probably just some sketchy person. But wait, what if it wasn't?
Yeah, what if it wasn't? I don't know. I'll never know. There's
Yeah.
another universe where became
exactly.
an actor or something, or
Right.
became a broke person hoping to be an actor.
Yeah, right. He gave you just the hope that you're like, all right, I'm gonna move to LA. No.
No, don't immediately do that. But on the other hand here, tying this in with them becoming friends, part of the vibe that I've been getting from Moko is that, and they, I think, really leaned into this with her talking about how she doesn't have friends because friends just gossip, basically.
Yeah.
And I really resonated with that because I feel like when people kind of talk about the reasons why they don't have friends or they don't have like close friends like that, they're usually their own worst enemy.
Sure.
There's something specifically about what they're doing that is like self-sabotaging, but they'll defend their reason for self-sabotaging.
Oh, yeah.
Usually. Of like, no, I have a very good reason. And it's like, so that it's you though, and it's
Right.
like,
Yeah. Yeah.
because a lot of times there's the like unfortunate other side of it where it's like, I don't have friends. Why don't I have friends? And you're unaware.
Sure.
And then it's like, oh no, let's see what we can help you like
Right.
become more aware so that we can get you into that position. Whereas Moko's like, no, I'm willingly sabotaging this whole thing here because
I work alone. Like
I don't trust people like that.
Yeah.
So the fact that Kyoko has not once but like multiple times now elevated Moko through her interactions,
Right.
rather than trying to steal attention for herself, which is what Ren has been telling her, you need to do that,
Sure.
is actually giving her more opportunities to then be seen. And I don't think Kyoko is doing this in some kind of Machiavellian, like, manipulative way,
No.
where she's realizing that she needs to use Moko's actual acting ability
No.
to then put her into the situations where she can do this. No.
She doesn't have the mind for acting enough in order to even do that, or for show business rather to do that.
She does
you know?
have the desire, though.
She
The
certainly has
motivation
the
is
motivation,
there.
yes.
So I think it's just impressive that in a lot of ways Kyoko's bluntness and honesty with why she's doing this, with where she's coming from, completely disarms Moko's fears of getting close to her.
Sure.
Because every time she does, she just elevates Moko a little bit, speaks genuinely from the heart of how fucking hate this show guy, and
Yeah.
I'm really trying as hard as I can to get into show business. And then everything to do with you, yeah, you piss me off sometimes. But you know what? I do want to be friends with you. And so everything with her character is making Moko more like, I mean, I kind of like that energy specifically that you bring. Like
the camp this episode with regards to the like, oh, we're totally best friends. No, we're not, you know, right in the different levels of like denying it or you know, being mad about what she said but not actually denying it, you know, and things like that.
it even extended to Koenji.
Oh yeah, with the whole like, yes, if you want to truly become my rival, right? Like that. There's something about there's a certain kind of camp nostalgia that I get
Yes.
when anime characters not in a battle shonen start talking about making each other their rivals, and it just puts a smile on my face. It doesn't even necessarily make me happy all the times, but it gets a response from me.
It's a certain level of cute, I would say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And for a show as ridiculous as this one, like you
as
know,
over the top.
yeah, exactly, because it's so over the top, even though the thing that they're going for of yes, show business
dramatic.
is super serious, right? Yeah, exactly. We get the president showing up on a stallion, you know, right? Because the camel wasn't interesting enough this week, right?
it
like
wasn't.
you know, like that's what we're doing, you know.
Betsy had to drink her water at this
Right.
point in the afternoon.
Yeah, and so the idea that in this, yes, we're getting the blonde rich tsundere that then becomes the rival of the you know dark-haired hyper proficient character that doesn't need nobody. Yeah,
Yes.
of course. Why not?
Yes,
I would
we're
expect
watching
no
an
less.
anime from the 2000s.
That's
damn it.
right, the early
let's go.
2000s.
I mean,
Or this is the mid
lasted,
2000s.
This lasted well into the 10s, my dude.
That's
Like, this-
true.
This,
And
this,
the manga's still ongoing.
Like,
Yeah.
this is literally Haikyuu from another level if you think about it really hard. Like, if you squint really closely, like, you'd be like,
yes.
hey, look, it's Hinata
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Kageyama. One has the real talent, one's the upstart that's just, their passion is raw dogging their way through all this.
What have you been smoking and where can I get it?
I don't know what it is, man, but it's
Yeah.
good. It's got me loving the tsundere aspect of Moko being like cracked open like an egg.
But then even to the point of then Kyoko in this episode being like, why am I excited that Ren was here? And it's like, oh, gee, I wonder, golly.
Oh no!
Where could this possibly be
Oh
going?
no! He's hot.
Yeah. Ah, darn.
Oh my gosh! I'm really excited for their spicy situationship or whatever it ends up not being, because it's not going to be anything anytime like seriously soon.
Oh, I don't know. I think there's a distinct possibility of maybe sometime.
Right. Yeah, I agree. That's exactly what I'm saying. You know, you just said what I said in less words, but you know.
I specifically used way more words.
There you go.
That was intentional.
Depends on what part of the qualifying of what I was saying started
Right.
and ended. But yes, absolutely. But all right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. And also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. So if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.